Hail.
Hey, lad. Have you ever tried shooting from the saddle?
I'm looking for someone who organises riding competitions around here.
Come closer and listen. Gaban horse. I am Bibreku.
Henry.
I'm glad to meet anyone who wants to honor the long tradition of mounted archery. Bow, crossbow, arrow, bolt, horse. A steady hand and sharp eyes. You gallop, you shoot. Targets fall and the groschen pile up. There aren't many these days who would challenge me and my mare first of 1,000. The Cubans are lazy, and Mick from the Nomads is just the same.
Who's this Mick?
Mickolai. He trades horses here at the camp. And of course he's also a skilled rider. When he heard that I'm organizing archery contests here, he immediately came out with his own races. But at least he's not a Cuman.
Why do the Cumans bother you? Aren't you one yourself by any chance?
I am Yassian. And my horse first of 1,000 is Kengli.
What's Yassian?
You see, the Yassians are something like bulls. And Cumans, Mordvins, Kipchaks, and Seljuks too. Those are sheep. But you must know that. After all, you have already had the honor of dealing with that Vasco's band.
So you're like quarrelling neighbours? How did you ever end up here?
The Lord of the Heavens, Tangri, put me in his bow and shot me westward.
And why?
So I might spread his renown in mounted archery here, of course. So, what do you shoot with them?
From a handgun.
Oh. What is that?
It's a sort of metal tube on a wooden handle.
Then do not lend it to Mickolai, or he will just melt it down to make horseshoes.
All right, but what about the race? How does it work here?
One thing at a time. There is an altar in the woods over there that I built to the great Yassian marksman, Karachi. Every rider must bow to it before the competition. That is our custom. So, what do you say? Shall we go?
Wait, I'd like to speak with Mickolai as well. You said he's holding races here too, right?
Sure. Talk with him if you want, but you are only wasting time. God be with you, good sir. Hey!
I'm looking for someone who organises horse races here. Bibrek told me you're in charge of things here?
Because I am not just some ordinary horse trader, you know? I am Mickolai, and with my horse Tooth, I organize horse races in this region. As a proper lovari, I make sure it is a challenge for both riders and horses. But we are missing a proper challenger. We cannot find a single decent rider anywhere around here. Even Bibrek, the best Cuman rider, is afraid of me.
Bibrek told me only nice things about you as well.
Ignore Bibrek. We Lovari are more than happy to swindle people like him in horse trading.
What does that mean, that you're lovery?
Ask our horses about that. They will tell you how a proper Lovari cares for them.
Oh, I can't speak with horses. At least not sober.
A pity. Folks who understand them can trade them properly, maybe even sell them for a good price. They are almost as clever as people. If Tooth happened to outlive me, he could easily organize these races on his own. What about you and your horse?
He's simply a partner. A friend and a helper. Rather like a dog.
That is how it should be. But not everyone understands that. And Bibrek least of all.
All right, but how about these races? How do they go?
Every challenger must first bow to Zamur. I tell you, he was a hell of a rider. People will talk about him until Judgment Day. There is an altar in his name in the woods nearby. If you do not say a prayer there, your horse will throw you before the race even starts.
I better not skip that then.
I will take you there. Shall we go?
We can go.
Excellent. Follow me. So here we are. Zamur's altar.
What now? Should I cross myself and pray?
No. A bow will suffice. Then say this. This altar belongs to Zamur, the greatest racing rider of all Lavari. In this region, it shall forever recall his glory.
You cheat! Mitkebzas, Michinas!
Leave it out, Bibrek.
What's the matter? Did something happen?
I built this altar here. It is Karachin's grave.
You only claim it after I dedicated it to Zamur. Before that, you did not care about it.
I dug up 4 arrowheads here, a harness and a kingjal. It is clear.
I heard Zamur spirits hammering horseshoes here. And in the morning, I found scattered coal.
I scattered it myself to drive away evil forces from Karachin's grave, you fool.
One more warden.
Mickolai, calm yourself.
Look around. Only dark, dangerous woods everywhere. But the spirit of Zamur protects us. In camp, on the roads, and during races. Reason enough for him to have this altar.
So that is why you're holding your races up there. You fear the woods, so you would rather run your horse across a field. This is the grave of Yassian war leader and warrior. The god Tengri must have guided him this far. This altar belongs to him. Every arrow loose that hits its mark is in his honor.
Only you are shooting at straw dummies and targets stuck together with manner. Oh, mighty warrior.
You see, I'm training. For the likes of you.
Fellas.
Sorry, Henry, this has nothing to do with you.
But this is actually useful for us. Let him decide whom the altar rightfully belongs to.
So tell us, Henry, which is better? Straight up honest horse racing or hoofing around shooting at targets?
I'll give you hoofing around. Mounted archery is a noble art. So?
I have no way to decide. I haven't tried either one yet. Listen, I see it matters a lot to both of you. But you can't keep quarreling forever.
Ask around the camp. Everyone will tell you the altar is mine.
Not a chance. Everyone knows I was the one who built this altar.
But you haven't asked anyone yourselves, have you?
Why bother? There is no judge here who would understand.
Then I shall decide. What do you say?
What do you think? He's not one of us.
But since we already have you here, Henry...
You'll probably not find anyone better.
I saw you drinking with the Cumans, so perhaps you will truly be impartial.
And who would he side with anyway? You are more Cuman than I am.
Perhaps you are right. He helped reconcile Marika with our Waida. Perhaps he will help me now.
He did it for the money anyway. Do not read anything into it. So, how shall we do this then?
You and I shall prepare a few challenges for Henry, so he understands what is at stake. If he manages both, we shall accept his judgment.
Very well. Whatever judgment he delivers about the altar afterwards, I shall accept it.
Finally. Can we begin now? After that, I'll make up my mind somehow.
This is a serious matter. You would not want Karachin's spirit to punish you.
Zamur will remember as well. Be careful. So, which will you start with?
First, I would...
Mounted archery, of course. While the horse is still fresh.
Pashtu ograjcha banjola, usomeleha kerava. We are starting with the race.
I said it first.
First. Ah.
So, where shall I begin? I'd like to ride a shooting course.
I am ready. Perhaps you would find it helpful to know how things work here. Yes?
True. So what exactly is mounted archery like? What do I need to know?
Before you ride your first race, you must know at least the basic rules. Otherwise, you would feel like a foal having kumis poured over its head. We ride up above the camp, where I have set up a circuit. I paced it all out myself, so the paths are narrow and the horses can only manage a canter. They are afraid to go faster. Do not try it anyway. You cannot really shoot properly at a gallop because you need your hands free. If you do not want to guide the horse yourself, let it follow the path. It will find the right route on its own.
What can I shoot with?
A bow or a small crossbow. I will always give you a bit of ammunition at the start. We have 3 types of targets, each with different points. Different courses have different scoring systems. On each of them you compete against the points I scored there.
How do I know which way to go?
The course you will ride is always marked. If you still get lost, just leave the route to your horse and focus on shooting.
Anything else?
You have limited time to score points, so do not stop anywhere. If you miss something, you miss it. Just ride on. If you finish before time runs out, you get 5 bonus points. Anything else you would like to know? If you forget something, feel free to ask. I will not bite.
Good to know.
Now, on to the race. First, you will ride the course I call Torque. It is more than enough to get acquainted with mounted archery. It is not particularly difficult and it is fairly long, so you will have plenty of time to try everything. It just goes in a loop, so let your horse follow the path. It will leave your hands free for shooting. To win, you only need to match my number of points. If you shoot more, so much the better for you. For starters, I will waive the bets as well. That is what a good soul I am.
All right, let's get to it.
Az ősök gyökeréből ered, de előre tör tovább és tovább. Előre zúdul, mint a folyó. The rider is in position. Hold on.
How's that possible? Hey! Almost. Hit! Three in a row. Nice. Down it goes. There are times a charm.
Whoa, whoa.
Befejeződött!
All right. Tell me.
You have conquered the first course. I knew you would manage it. Though Karachin's spirit must have helped you a bit. For the second challenge, you will ride a different course. I think I might already know which one. Since you are already here, will you ride?
For sure.
For the second challenge, you could try Hunskull. It is not much harder than the first one, but its shape is a bit different. Halfway through, it crosses the center of the loop. If you let him, your horse will find the right path on his own. I will allow you the same or higher point total than I have on that course. And do not worry about wagers just yet.
I'm curious to see how this goes.
Az ősök gyökeréből ered, de előre tör tovább és tovább. Előre zúdul, mint a folyó. The rider is in position. Ready?
Almost. Ah! Hit! Den Wolle! Oh, damn it! Yeah, yeah! Oh!
Oh, done.
Are you all right? Tell me.
Hey, not great. But do not despair. Do you want to write?
Let's do it.
I still want you to prop. It is similar to the good luck. Az őszök gyöker, de előre Ready? Just a moment.
Almost. Nice. Easy, good horse. Whoa, whoa. Down it goes. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Easy, easy. Nice and slow. Ooh. Yeah. Nice. Three in a row. Ooh, yeah. Whoa, whoa.
All done.
So, how did it turn out?
If I counted correctly, you have now finished the second test. You improve with every hit. Only the third and final challenge remains for you. Do you want to write some more?
Hang the targets, and off we go.
Now the third and last course awaits you. You are already doing better than the most seasoned human. You deserve a real challenge. I will set up the course I call Wineskin.
Oh, and which way does it lead?
That I will not tell you. But do not worry. There are still markers. We will not bet on it. And again, I will accept either your win or matching my points. If you manage it, you are done.
Let's do it then.
Az őszök gyökeréből ered, de előre tör tovább és tovább. Előre zúdul, mint a folyó. Ready? Ready?
Hit! Down it goes. Curva. Nice one, Henry. Yeah, yeah. Hey, third in a row. Nice. Hey. Three in a row. Down it goes. Ooh, yeah. Third time's a charm. Whoa. So, how did it turn out?
Do not play dumb. The third course is conquered, and if Karachin were alive, he would deem you his equal. I look at you that way too, so I shall trust your word in the altar dispute.
Excellent. That's good to hear.
You have enough skill now to try other courses and difficulty levels too, and make sure you place a wager next time. Drop by.
I'll bear that in mind. Thanks. I reckon I managed the mounted archery pretty well.
As I said, you have proved yourself with me. However you judge things, I will not dispute it, though you should still speak with Mickolai. Until you ride the race, he will not listen to you.
I'm counting on it. Let's get on with it then. Ka!
Lačo dives, gađa. Katarsal, what's up, Jungoshina?
I've done Bibrek's archery challenges, but that's probably not enough to settle your quarrel, is it?
It certainly is not. If you thought you could wriggle out of the racing, forget it. I would rather assume you saved the best for last. Is that not right?
Of course. Are you calling a race?
We will ride straight away, do not worry. But first, I will tell you how things work around here. So you do not whine later that you had no idea what is what.
You're right. So how do these races work then? What do I need to know?
First, you should know these races are a bit different from the one you run against Tibor. You lost the bet as well, so listen more carefully to this. Once a day, up above the camp, 4 fellas meet and arrange a race. We have a small spot, right next to Bibrek's circuit. Each race starts and finishes there. Then race checkpoints are set up around the area, depending on which course is chosen. They are placed in spots the locals know. Though these local names are tough for outsiders. Places like Zeleov or Tachovitz, not to mention all those ponds.
What do the checkpoints look like?
There are 2 poles with flags, next to which there is a fire pit. Smoke rises from it and someone usually stands by it. The trick is to figure out the best path from one to the next and so on until the finish. You can ride through the forest, weave between trees and rocky slopes, or stick to firm roads and make your journey longer.
It'd be an advantage to know the countryside well.
Do not worry. Some local lads manage to get lost a few steps from their own birthplaces. You can decide for yourself how tough you want it to be. But take care. The best riders here know the land inside out and are not afraid to take shortcuts at the gallop. Anything else you want to know? If you forget anything, drop by and we will go over it. But now, we are off.
What am I facing now?
The first challenge is just a simple warm-up race. Just so you see how it goes and get a feel for how to handle the horse.
Where are we going?
To Semin. There is a little pond across the road from the fortress. Once the race starts, you ride east. Go round the pond on the right through the checkpoint, then drive your horse straight back towards me. We will do it without bets this time. But the fellas will not go easy on you. Zamur, dikproda prekitke riben. Savore grajenge neve petali. Ole sojek feder prastarla, somnakune petali avela. Ready?
Come on, faster! Quick! Ha! Ha! Quick!
He's really
Finally! The finish! Oh, that was something, eh?
The others are still riding.
All right. I understand. So, which place did I finish in?
You came first. Congratulations. But that was just a little warm-up ride. To let the horse get used to it, you know? The second race is going to be a proper event with all the bells and whistles. The lads would not mind another go. Are you in?
I'm in.
Like I said, now you will be going for the real race. Still without bets, though. You will be passing 3 checkpoints. The first one is by that Samin pond, which you already know. Then you will continue east to the Jar homestead, and finally you will head northwest to Jaleo. The last checkpoint is right on the village green, so be careful not to run anyone over. Then get back west to us, straight to the finish line. Are you keeping up?
Pond, then east, then northwest, and west to the finish.
Watch out for the livestock grazing in the fields. Do not head out on the horse and come back on a cow. Let us ride. First place or nothing. Vrasajan prekalo dreszli. Grastane pora pezlijan sarobanderi. Prachos jalopre. Your horse is ready.
Come on, faster! Go! Quick! Come on, we can do it. Go! Onward! Come on! Quick! Go! I'm back again. Quick! Ja! Go! Quick! Finally! The finish!
I apologize.
The others are still riding. Wait here with us. My word.
So, how did I do?
A second victory for you. And that was a proper racing event. Good job. I reckon I know which course you will do last. Feel like another run? For a change, we do not have to wait all day.
Why not? I'm already here.
Let us do this. I have figured out the final challenge. There will be 4 checkpoints this time. Quiet the road. Still with no bets.
Let's hear it.
The first checkpoint is on the green in Zhalayov, which you know already. You will head northeast from the start, out of the village, and carry on that way. The second checkpoint is not far from the quarry, below that twin tower castle on the hill. Then you will head south to the Troskovitz graveyard. Once you have passed that checkpoint, keep going south to the greengrocer's farm in Slatego. Then go west from Slatego straight to the finish line.
So that's twice northeast, twice south, then west for the finish.
Finish first, and I will accept your word in the dispute. Without Zamor's favor, you will not stand a chance anyway. Let us set off. Vrasajan prekalo dreshli, grastane pora pezlijan sarobanderi, prachos jalopre. Ready?
Go! Go! Now, where's the next one? Ja! Ja! Go! On to the next! Come on! Quick! Ja! To the next one! Ja! Quick! I'm back again. Let's go. Quick! Come on. Da! Yeah! Gotta catch my breath. What's that you got?
The others are still racing. Wait here with us.
How did it all end, Mickolai?
First place! It was a joy to watch, I tell you. You have covered 3 laps now, so you know what it is like racing with Zamur at your side. I take your word as equal to a true Lavaris.
I'm glad to hear it.
If you want to try again, feel free to drop by. But I will be taking bets and only letting you ride once a day, so the horse is not run into the ground. You will have more routes to choose from, and I will put the region's best riders up against you. There is plenty to look forward to.
I've completed the challenges for both you and Bibrek, and you both said you'd abide by my word.
Come on then. We will settle it at the altar, so Zamur's spirit can hear it straight away.
Just you wait. All right, let's get to it. You trust me to judge fairly and end this dispute. I've conscientiously completed both of your challenges, and I must say, me and my horse had a great time.
Fine, we understand, but what about the altar?
Well, who does it belong to?
I reckon it's...
Wait! If you decide in my favor, I will teach you a riding technique you cannot learn anywhere else.
Ha! I have something even better. Agree with me and I will teach you my secret archery trick.
You think I can't judge fairly? Suit yourselves. Tell me about that technique, Bibrek.
My grandfather taught me this technique, and I would appreciate it if you kept it to yourself. I will teach you how to hold your seat properly, so you get the best draw on your bow and give your arrows more power.
And now you, Mickolai. Tell me about your technique.
My father taught me this trick, and I will gladly pass it on to you. I will teach you how to read the terrain and roads. If anyone waits around the bend, they will not catch you off guard.
So, that's that.
Let me help you a bit more with this decision. Say the altar belongs to Karachin, and you will get his Shanfrun. I need not tell you what a rarity that is.
What good is Shanfron? The horse can hardly see the road in it. Henry, if the altar goes to Zamur, I will give you his bridle. It will make your horse fly like the wind.
You two are quite a pair. But let's not spend 3 days over this. My final decision. The altar shall from this day forth and forever belong to... both of them. To Zamur and to Karachin.
What? What the hell is that supposed to mean?
The wisest possible decision. There was no other way, or you'd just keep on bickering forever. You know, as I looked more closely at Mikolai's fences, Bibrek's targets, and finally that altar of yours, it is like your marks on this region. Something that wasn't here before, that you brought with you. Both of you must miss your homeland. Your people and your traditions. No wonder that here in a foreign land, you want to create your own piece of home. Well, at least until you leave for somewhere else. The altar, the pennants in the fields, and the targets along the roads will remain here for some time. Even after you're gone. But look at yourselves. A fella might think you're like brothers. Or 2 cockerels on one dung pile.
Brothers? For your information, Zamur had only one son, and that is me.
I knew it. I knew Zamur was not some famed horseman.
Oh yes, he was. But he also happened to be my father, so there.
If my grandfather Karachin heard you, he would laugh himself off his horse. Though it would be for the first and last time.
I knew Karachin had to be some relation of yours. So, there you have it, Henry. Still insist on that decision?
I kind of suspected there was something more personal to it. My decision stands. The altar should belong to both of you, your horses, and your contests. Is it really such a terrible compromise?
It is not.
But since you act like you know both of us so well...
Then you surely know our horses too.
I got mine from my father as a shivering foal.
And I got mine from my grandfather. He recognized a good horse even when his sight was fading.
So, tell us their names.
First of 1,000 and Tooth.
Right on target. Though he mostly calls his horse Dund. That is in their tongue.
You call your mare something else as well. I cannot even pronounce it. Tumni,
So you do have something in common.
Grandfather Karachin would likely be pleased if we made peace.
Father Zamur must have been tired of all these constant quarrels too. So, what about these rewards now?
I believe I'm entitled to rewards from both of you, am I not? You both hold the altar.
Very well. As a proper Yas, I keep my word.
And I too, as a proper Lavad.
That should do it. Do you need anything else?
We need to decorate the altar a bit more.
I definitely want to put this arrowhead there. And the coal for evil forces.
I shall bring racing horseshoes. Umarikli.
And the jug of kumis.
I hope you've got enough space there.
Never you mind. Should there be any dispute, we know who will judge us again.
All right, I'll leave you to it for now. See ya. Show me.
Such a gajo, and he still outsmarted us. Did he not?
Indeed. I never thought he would recall the names.
First of 1,000. Really is a lovely name.
Hey, listen. If you ever need help with those races, just say the word.
Thanks. If you ever need baskets or straw for targets, feel free to drop by our place.
Farewell.
So what about the prophecy? Did it come true?
Te aves bachtalo, Henry. You are the best. Aranka was right again.
Brave. Pfui, wasch dich. Du siehst schrecklich aus.
We know each other, don't we? We met at Trotsky.
Oh ja, du hast recht. You are Henry, Lord Capen's man. Seltsamer Zufall. The last time I saw you, we were ambushed in that fucking ravine.
You survived the attack. A lot of people didn't make it out of there.
Genau. Wirklich terrible it was, but I survived. With a bruise or two and a concussion. Unfortunately, the other fellows I was with were not so lucky. Now our village has only sorrowful mothers, widows und Waisen.
Where are you headed now?
Duty calls, for I am still the magistrate in unserem Dorf.
And your lord is still Otto von Berghoff?
Ja, natürlich. And that verdammte tragedy of Nabokov has me busy dealing with the inheritance left by the poor souls who fell there.
It sounds urgent. If you have to deal with it when the gravediggers barely buried the last of them.
Well, there is no one to do it for me. The scribe is crippled, and both of my servants are dead. And worse, I can forget about riding for a while. That bastard who knocked me down broke 2 of my ribs. Ja, diese verdammte Schlucht. Und was ist mit dir, Mann? I heard they hounded you through the woods like vermin. Von Bergo has got it in for you, they say. Is that true?
If you really want to know, Bailiff, von Bergov's a lying bastard who betrayed us. And not only us, the traitor has King Wenceslas imprisoned in Vienna.
And why are you telling me this?
Because we are on different sides in this war, and we could just as well beat each other to a pulp, Bailiff. But there's no sense in you taking needless risks for a lord who left your village full of widows and orphans.
I lost many good men there. And perhaps the blame lies with him. Schön. I will pretend I heard nothing, and we can go our separate ways. Mögen sich unsere Wege hiermit trennen. What is it? Are you whistling just for fun?
Not feeling well, eh? You got drunk again, didn't you?
No,
Sorry?
of course not. I was feeling...
God bless you, sir.
I need to get to the Kuttenberg region.
Then get ready to spend a few days in the carriage, mate. 'Cause of those bloody bandits, We got to take all sorts of detours and stay off the main roads. But if you got the time and the coin...
Here you go.
All right, give me a mo. I'll get the carriage and horses ready. Good. All done. The carriage is ready.
Let's get going.